Hey everybody, just we're gonna be doing a few little tests here and there, so we're gonna run some commercials. But if you're just joining us, we start in about 4 minutes, and I hope that you guys can hang in there for us. We got a few ads and a few things we're gonna get ready. We've been fixing up the layer a little bit so that yeah. Let's see if we can do this and. I need to get a sticker or something. Okay. Well, that's just the way it is. All right. So I just so excited. Harris is going to be here in just a few minutes. So we're going to do. I thought we really did have. Yes, we do. Okay. So I'm going to run a couple sponsor things, and we will be back in.
Struggling to manage your business expenses with cash alone? With TC Barter, trade credits are easier to earn than cash, and they help you conserve what matters most. Use your trade credits to access goods and services while keeping your cash for the important things. Whether it's paying taxes, loans, mortgage, utilities, or your team, TC Barter helps you save where it counts. More flexibility, more control, more opportunities for your business to thrive. Download the TC Barter app now and start trading smarter today.
Yep, we're gonna run a few ads and just do some testing. If you have a sponsor, you better do your job. So
Wednesday, meetup. Enjoy some business networking and bartering every Wednesday night. There is no admission fee. Each person just pays for their own delicious soup and sandwich. Come to the Soup Kitchen Restaurant, 2012, South 1100 East, their Sugar House location, Salt Lake City, Utah, 84106, every Wednesday from 6:30 to 8:30 p.m. See old friends and meet some new friends.
Yep, still working on it. Yeah, we've got 2 minutes before the jump. And I'm just gonna be talking and getting our show together as we're coming along. And if you'd like to join the show, if you'd like to, we do have links. We have StreamYard links, we've got Zoom links, we've got all those links together, and we'll be going live. And 2 minutes. 2 minutes? Yeah. All right. So no pressure, right? I mean, it's not like it's the radio station where everything's already running. I know it's a lot easier actually to be in a radio station than run a YouTube channel. The pressure is on me mostly, but we can.
Struggling to manage your business expenses with cash alone? With TC Barter, trade credits are easier to earn than cash, and they help you conserve what matters most. Use your trade credits to access goods and services while keeping your cash for the important things. Whether it's paying taxes, loans, mortgage, utilities, or your team, TC Barter helps you save where it counts. More flexibility, more control, more opportunities for your business to thrive. Download the TC Barter app now and start trading smarter today.
Okay, everybody, let's jump into the crypto news. Hi, I'm Michael Tanner. I'm your host. I am for a trader's option, an option to trade in a little bit different way, where we try to look for stories that are happening now, not just waiting for 5% per year, but maybe 5% a day. Our goal is to lift us up by 2% a day, some way, somehow. If we can do that in 37 days, whatever money that we have invested will be doubled. So just do the math chart and you'll get the idea. So 2% compounded day after day. If you can do it, it doubles your money. And we're all about making your money work for you. If you don't know, if you've never had anybody like grab you and shake you a little bit and tell you, hey, this is what we should be doing, we're gonna try to do that with you. Okay. So today, let me make sure I've got the right stories. There we go. Okay, I think Harris just joined us. Did Harris just join up with us? Nope, not yet. Anyway, So good morning, everybody. Good evening, or whatever you are. I'm calling you from Salt Lake City, Utah, and we're going to break this down. Bitcoin drops after Trump signs crypto and National Digest asset stockpile executive order. Bitcoin price fell after U.S. President Trump signed an executive order creating a working body for researching and designing a, quote, National Digest asset stockpile. On January 23rd, U.S. President Donald Trump signed an executive order creating a working group on a digital asset markets, asked to be finding ways. Hey, Harris, you're in, right? But are you in StreamYards? Okay. Yeah, we'll do that. Sorry, we're just interrupting the show just a little bit, but Harris actually showed up, so we're gonna get on it, and we'll have to edit this up later. Just a second, Harris. We'll get you right in. So where is no, I don't want that. I want. Okay, there we go, Harris. I didn't know if you were coming. I just have to live. Needs must when the devil drives, and so we had to start the show. So we should be live. Harris does the PA work. He does a really nice job. But when I'm here by myself, oh my gosh, I don't even half the time hit the button, right? So Harris, you should be in. Yes. Okay. By the way, I'm so excited Harris is here because I am making French fries. Yes. It's 8:02 p.m. and yeah, I have something called an air fryer. I have a Corsair air fryer. If you ever wanted to, for a single guy, air fryer is the way. Better than a microwave. And then Harris has dropped in. So Harris, you're in. Yep. I did. There you go.
Okay. All right. Perfect.
Now, but Harris is going to, in StreamYards, Harris will put everything down in StreamYards for the link. If you want to join, if you're on YouTube, you want to join with us, love to have you. And we're talking about crypto news. So there's so much. I was just talking about how President Trump finally started issuing executive orders regarding crypto. So we should be talking about that. And just a little bit of a recap. Today, January 23rd, U.S. President Donald Trump signed an executive order creating a working group on digital assets market tasked with finding ways to give the U.S. leadership in the crypto industry, along with evaluation and creation of strategic national digest asset stockpile. But wait, folks, the guy who runs Ripple says, not so fast. Why can't we have several coins? And we're going to be talking about that story in just a minute. So he just doesn't want to have just Bitcoin be the strategic reserve. What about other coins? And Harris is here. He's a crypto expert. We'll be talking to him about that in just a second. And while the executive order is a step forward for the crypto sector, it falls short of the national strategic Bitcoin. Bitcoin currently is at 103,389. It went down all the way to 102, which is hardly anything. So they were a little disappointed. It didn't go crazy. I think it was within line of what they expected, because if it was not, then it would have dropped a lot more. But reserve-specific order that BTC investors have been anxiously waiting for. Minutes after the executive order was signed, BTC responded by trending down briefly, falling to 102,220. So it dropped a grand. Big deal. When you're 100 grand, it drops a grand. Big deal. It could have been anything, and it could have not even had to do with the executive order. But the downside moves pales in comparison to the exuberance seen in BTC price earlier in the day when U.S. Senator and Bitcoin advocate Cynthia Lummis posted on X that, quote, big things are coming, end quote, encouraging her followers to stay tuned for an announcement, and that many assumed would be a presidential executive order for the formation of strategic Bitcoin reserve. Now, following Lummis' social post, Bitcoin abruptly rallied to 102 to 106. So is at 106,850, almost 107. So it's almost at the highest. Okay. Before the market realized the senator was actually referring to her appointment as the chair of the Senate Banking Subcommittee on digital assets. Still, it's a big deal. The softening of Bitcoin price is partially connected to the market participants reading the fine print of the executive order and possibly realizing that BTC only national strategic reserve simply cannot be created in one day by a stroke of a pen. So, quote, the working group shall evaluate the potential creation and maintenance of a national digest asset stockpile and propose criteria for establishing such a stockpile, potentially derived from cryptocurrencies lawfully seized by the federal government through its law enforcement efforts. That's the end quote. So that is within the executive order. That's what the executive order says. But hey, that means that they're only going to get their strategic reserve by raiding people's accounts. I'm not so hot about that. So anyway, despite the lack of immediate bullish response to the crypto-specific executive order, thought leaders and major investors on the sector lauded as the news as a paradigm shift in towards Bitcoin mass adoption. So within the crypto market, buying the rumor and selling the news is common practice, and perhaps Bitcoin's price after President Trump's executive order is in line with this trend. Crypto analyst Will Clemson III shared the sentiment while also encouraging traders to remain patient and positive. Okay, so in reaction, in a reaction, Ripple CEO addresses accusation of lobbying against Bitcoin. He may have been, but he was doing it in a way saying, hey, me too. Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse has taken to the X social media network to address accusations of lobbying against Bitcoin. Garlinghouse claims that his company's efforts are actually increasing the likelihood of a strategic cryptocurrency reserve happening. Pierre Rochard, vice president of the mining giant Riot Platforms, has argued that Ripple is actually the biggest obstacle to creation of the strategic Bitcoin reserve. So Richard claims that the enterprise blockchain company, which is linked to the controversial XRP cryptocurrency, is desperately trying to disrail the reserve with aggressive lobbying. Garlinghouse response, it suggests that Ripple is actually advocating for multi-token reserve. So not just Bitcoin. Why should it be just one token? Maybe it needs to be a bunch of tokens. But this will not sit well with Bitcoin proponents. They see the flagship cryptocurrency as the digital alternative to gold. Gold, Mr. Bond, right? Okay, so anyway, in the meantime, Changpeng Zhao, a former CEO of the Binance Exchange, has said that the strategic Bitcoin reserve is pretty much confirmed. Crypto moving at a crypto speed again, the cryptocurrency mogul has added, this comes as the Senator Cynthia Lummis of Wyoming has picked to chair the Senate subcommittee on digital assets. So we have Harris here with us, and he's got a little different perspective because he's in Pakistan, but he's been trading for about 4 or 5 years, right? Harris, could you react to some of this stuff and talk about what you think should countries have a Bitcoin reserve? Should they be? Because I'm not sure, but isn't Pakistan, it's illegal to use Bitcoin, and stuff like that?
It's legal to use, yeah, legal to buy and sell, trade, but it's not legal to use Bitcoin and any other crypto as a currency.
Oh, so you can't buy sandwiches. You can't give somebody, 10
But
Bitcoin for a sandwich.
it doesn't matter. Most country, you cannot use Bitcoin to buy, other things like food and these things. But what you can do is like you can swap your Bitcoin into the cash and then you can use it. Simple.
So it's kind of like we're lying to everybody. We're not using Bitcoin, but we're using Bitcoin. We just converted it into something else, right?
Yeah.
So tell me about, how do you feel about countries using it? Some people are saying 2 to 5% of their reserves, their actual reserves, should be Bitcoin or some cryptocurrency. And maybe they'll do a little bit better, maybe a little bit worse. What do you feel about that as sovereign funds try to move into cryptocurrency space?
Yeah, I would. Yeah, if if I'm talking about me, I would also have like at least 20 or 30% of my whole like paycheck from like every month I'm gonna put in crypto, because if you see the history of Bitcoin, like if you see in like I remember in 2022 it was on like 19,000. The all time low was like at at that time was like 19,000. And
You're talking about
if
BTC Bitcoin, right?
yeah,
You're
Bitcoin, yeah,
talking,
Bitcoin, yeah, it was as low as like $5, $10, but it was from very beginning. I'm talking about like from 2022, uh when I saw it. So it was like 19,000. And if I would bought that time like on 90,000 price, so right now the price is like 103,000. I would be already in profit, a lot of profit. So
yeah, yeah, woulda, shoulda, coulda, right? If we could only, like, I was sitting in the hospital, it was 2022, 2021, right, in December, right?
yeah,
And I just got like 20 grand in cash, but I was kind of concerned about things. But I thought about, maybe in my delusion haze, I should use some of that money on Bitcoin. If I did
yeah,
that, I would never have to work again, because it would
yeah,
be like, what would be $10,000, and then it goes up to 100 and something,
yep,
that would be amazing. But I probably would have tapped out, when it went up to like triple it or something like that. To be honest, I probably would have cashed out, right? And
yeah.
then restarted building. You understand what I mean? Like I would have moved it around. By the way, the
So
news is
yeah,
good.
you also know our friend Donald Lewis. When he saw the Bitcoin, it was what he said, it was like $100, maybe like $70. So but he didn't bought that time. So like, see, if you buy and another guy, his name, I don't remember his name, but he also launched his own token called Zan. It was
Yeah.
he launched in like 2022. And his story was, he paid Bitcoin for a pizza. He paid a lot of Bitcoin for a pizza that time, in like I think in 2016 or 2017. And after that he was still in regret, why did he paid for the pizzas, which was worth that time like for maybe $100, $150. And if he would have that amount of Bitcoin, it would be like maybe $500,000, right now.
Well, Ulbricht, he was the runner of Silk Road. He had several wallets in 2013 that the government didn't take from him, right?
Hmm.
So they had, a few $100 here and there, just a bunch of different little wallets, right?
Yeah,
Well, when he gets out of jail, he finds out that those wallets alone are worth $47 million in Bitcoin,
yeah,
you know,
yeah,
from
I know.
2013. So it's just crazy. It really is. It's kind of crazy out there what things are happening. So you did some stories today. You were looking at some things for us. Could you bring those up so we can talk about, you know,
So yeah,
different kind
today,
of.
yeah, we can talk about the next like superhero that w- we think like our own opinions. So Mike, if I'm like planning for for investing money for like more than 5 years, 10 years, like some people did in Bitcoin in the very beginning. So I would pick obviously the Hex and Polsian. The reason of picking the Polsian is like it has a good community, and if you see on Twitter, a lot of like Hexagon, they tried everything to break the Polsian community, but they couldn't, because of the community. It was a very like loyal. It is very loyal community. They support Richard Hart, they support like his tokens, his blockchain, even Richard Hart, even he do you have any news about Richard Hart? Is he still on in like
Yeah, he's
custody
not
or?
captured right now, but his lawyers are in court for him. In other words, he's going through like third parties, right?
Yeah,
But let me put it to this way. The federal government probably knows where he is, okay?
yeah,
And he's basically locked down somewhere in Europe or something like that, right? And he
I think
can't get out,
Finland.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's somewhere in there, but they've kind of like not really go 100% after him because he's not like blowing up buildings or something, you know. But if
Yeah.
you, but they've but he's talking to his lawyers. He doesn't get on social when he wants to get on social. What he does is he gives like a piece of paper, you know, he'll give like the release and it goes through like 2 or 3 people, you know, and then it shows up on his account, right? So
Yeah. Yeah.
Richard Hart is he's got an X account. It's a Wonder Hit Richard Hart or something like that. Anyway, so that it's true. Like when they announced I was going after him in big time and in New York court and everything like that, uh, everybody dropped. It dropped severely on the market. It hurt every part of the market too. But the next day it was like it would never happened. It was back up again to the same what it was a little bit before. So
Yeah.
there could have been a lot of money made that day. I think that was a lot of money made. Like because people say, okay, it's dipping down and then they buy in the dip and then it springs back up, you know. Um, that makes a huge difference if you're willing to go at a little bit of risk and buy on a dip, right? Not sell out when it hurts, right? So because you get mad because it you get upset because your token dropped by 30-40%, right? And you're willing to say, okay, I'm going to buy it in the dip and then it's going to go back up. I've seen in the past 5 months, 4 months, whatever, right? Where I'm learning how to do this. People are really doing that. So what we're doing is I'm going to go live with $800. I got a Rabby account, right?
Yeah.
So hopefully that's not a big secret, right? It's my Rabby account. And so we're going to use that to buy it. I don't know how to profit with ETC if I can't sell in and out of it, right? So you understand what I mean? Like if it goes down, I want to buy more into it, but if it goes up, I want to lock profit and move it to something else. You understand what I'm saying? So maybe we have to figure out a better plan because if we look at the chart, right, what we picked on the chart, I'm not doing so well on that chart right now, right? So that being that, if you guys don't know what it is, Harris, can you bring up the chart in StreamYards, or you don't have that access right now, or how does that work? So we can kind of start.
Yep.
See, I missed Harris so much. He could do all this screen stuff for me. It's like having a PA. It's really amazing. Okay, so he's bringing it up. I need to learn how to do this. Okay, so yeah. Anyway, could you show it on the screen because I'm not seeing it on the screen right now. Do I?
Yeah, I'm already sharing. I'm already sharing the screen.
Am I just looking at the wrong screen? Because all I'm seeing right now.
Yeah, go to the StreamYard. Yeah.
I'm in StreamYard, right? And I'm not in Mango. Oh, I know what I did. Okay, yeah. I was dumb. All right, so I was looking at something potentially being there. I'm used to OBS. Okay, let's keep going. So show me like how.
So
like,
let me.
Let
me talk about like what ETSTC token is. So ETSTC token is a green team, and it's a group of people that helps their own like tribe token increase like an average like 2% a day by buying it. But see, today it's like up more than 2%. On some pairs it's up like 10%. Overall, it's up like 8% on Pulse pair. So
yeah, if you're
if you would buy like yesterday it was down like 7%, remember, in the morning meeting.
Yeah. But now it's okay. So if I bought it this in the morning meeting this morning, right? It was down 7%. And then I did my $800, right? Because that's what I have. I have $800 to invest in this right now. Right.
Okay, so
And
in what token
and I
you
just
have,
got
like
the
in
I
Ethereum
haven't put
or
anything in yet. I haven't put it in yet. I was going to buy some ETH
no?
with it.
What
You know,
type of like cryptocurrency you have in your wallet, like USDT, USDC,
I
or
don't.
Ethereum?
I don't. I just I don't yet because I just figured out how to get Rabby all the way done. So because I
Okay.
had Coinbase set up,
So
and now we're using
why you choose Rabby?
because Donald said we're going to use Rabby, and I said okay. That's I
All
don't
right.
care.
Yeah,
I'm
he was looking
agnostic
for
with
like
this.
another wallet. Yeah.
Yeah. So we're experimenting. So it's RABB, right? So
Yeah, I know.
anyway, okay. So let's look at what you were talking about. You were going okay, showing everybody ETH, right? Or Ethereum TC. And
Yep.
we were down a little bit this morning. And if I put the $800 in, it would have gone up by 7%. So 7 times, yeah, seven, it would have been like 7 times 8, right? Right. So
So our 792 investment in ETC is like 795 now. We made
so yeah. So we made a little bit of cash. We lost you a little bit there, Harris. So so what okay, let's look at that versus our account, because you could have Sui, you could have a lot of different things up there, but if you look at the chart, it's been going up because everybody's in the community is jumping on this, and when it goes down a little bit, we buy a little bit more, and it jumps up, you know. So okay, let's see what else. Harris, can you hear me? Okay, are we clear?
Yeah, I can hear you. So see on your portfolio we are still losing, Mike.
Okay, I'm gonna bet it's Floki that's killing me. It's Floki's been kicking my ass for the last 2 weeks.
So
Don't worry, Mike. Floki's fine. It's just
yeah, so the
it's a
moment
good
you
coin.
buy the moment you buy the Floki, Lone is also crying about it. Yeah.
He punched out of that like within 30 minutes of me saying I was buying it. So he's fine. He's happy now. So let's see. We've got why do I have so much money? All right. Anyway, so this is not financial advice in any way, because you're seeing what I'm
This is
doing,
just
and
for the fun, yeah.
yeah, but the tomorrow it's not going to be starting tomorrow. It's not going to be for fun. It's going to be real money. So Harris, you better be good. It's not.
No, I cannot give you any advice. You need to follow your
I
own
know.
instincts.
I know.
So
So
don't follow
yeah,
anybody.
yes. Don't take YouTube advisors advice. Oh
Yeah.
gosh. All right. So let's see. Okay, but
So Mike,
is anything what?
yeah, I said we have like 6 minutes left. So what about doing
Yeah,
the
let's
sponsor?
yeah, we hey, how about we do
Hotels and motels thrive on occupancy rates. But what if you could fill rooms and save on expenses at the same time? With TC Trading, you can barter rooms for services like laundry, maintenance, or even marketing. This brings in more guests and saves cash for essential needs, such as staff salaries and utilities. Maximize your occupancy and minimize your expenses with TC Trading.
see, that's enough time for me to grab a drink of water. By the way, Harris, we're supposed to pull together something that we're going to explain the 2% thing over 2 minutes, and we should do that. Okay, so
Sure.
we can stick it up, and then, uh, yeah, we don't have very much time left. I was looking at all the market stuff and the things that people were arguing. Um, there has just been so many executive orders and so many things happening in over the last 3 days. So let's look at this. So tomorrow, we're going live with $800. Okay. $800, and we're gonna put it in ETH because we do that. And I'm just gonna do that. And then I'm supposed to make 2% a day, but I'm gonna take some gas fees initially, right? What are my fees gonna be like with the $800
It's
there? So
in Paul's chain, it's gonna be in pennies.
so when I load it into Rabby wallet and I'm going into Pulse Chain, right?
Yep.
And maybe I should do like half of it in a farm or half of it. You know what I'm asking? Should I put half of it in a farm, half of it live trading, or how do we play that? You know,
Well,
what's a smarter way to do that?
well, both are like good things, but you need to choose. It
Okay,
depends
let's
on
see.
you.
Well, my depending would be ETH paired with BTC, so with Bitcoin right now.
Yeah, that's
Maybe I'm
nice.
stupid. But yeah, so what I would do that pairing. But so I'm going to put it in, and if everybody looks at the chart, see, day 2, if I get 2%, I'm going to make $16. I have never done that. Okay, so some days it's good, some days 6%, some days is why did we get out of bed? But this is the goal. This is living the dream. If we could get 2% a day in 37 days, I'll double the money and a little bit more. So I'll put 1,631. And so that is what we're hoping for. That is the dream. And then maybe in 6 months I'll have $27,000, right? But realizing that that's nowhere near what you need to live on, right? So yeah, your wife will take $1,600 or girlfriend in a day or two. You know, it's just the way it is, right? I got to buy clothes, all these other things. And it's gone. So I always suggest you have your own money a little bit. She has her own money a little bit, and that there should be separate investment accounts. So if something happens, you have some life insurance and other things involved. All right, so let's look at this, Harris. We've got 2 minutes. Tell me a little bit about tell me a little bit about some amazing things before last 2 minutes.
So if you like when you're gonna buying your first ever crypto?
Tomorrow, about a little bit after the show, so maybe like I'll be with you and we'll do it. So
All
I'm
right.
thinking that we should have if you could write up a little strategy overnight, besides me just saying, okay, half of it's going to the farm, half of it's we're just gonna leave it live. Is there any
Well,
point if I'm putting it on the ETC not to have it in a farm? I mean, really, is there any reason not to have all of it inside a farm so people can use it for the liquidity so it goes up and down? You know what I
yeah,
mean?
you can put the
So
liquidity, for whatever the token you like, but you can also buy directly. See, in the meantime of token, ETC is up like 9%, 9.1% now. It was up like 8% on Pulse pair. So, the things are going up for the previous like few hours. Even the whole Pulse chain is like green.
I think
So,
I'm gonna
so you're asking me, to make a strategy for you, but the problem is I can only, tell you like what I'm buying. I cannot,
right,
ask you like.
but like you teach people for a living. And by the way, people do
Yeah,
charge
I
like
can teach you like
$3 per month.
how you can buy, how you can bridge, how you can trade. Yeah, that's all I can teach you for free.
Yes, yes, every day. So meet us tomorrow on TC Barter. Tonight we're go Sunday through Thursday night on uh, on this show, and we'll be going because it's about time. Thank you for joining with us. I'm Michael,
This is Harris signing off.
and we're gone. Hey, bye bye. Bye.